Hi guys, today is the day that many of you have been waiting for. We are going to graph slope. I know many of you have been asking this, but it's kind of hard for you guys to graph slope at home when you don't have graphing paper and a ruler and all that stuff. So there's a really cool program that I'm going to teach you today. So it might seem a little hard at first, and that's okay. Just try your best today and we'll go from there. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to type in GeoGebra and you're going to go to GeoGebra Classic. And then click on GeoGebra Classic. Okay, so yesterday and the day before we left for Easter break, you guys identified all the parts in the different kinds in slope. Y equals mx plus b. M being the slope and b being your y-intercept. So today we're going to go ahead and graph them. So the first line that you're going to get for homework is going to be y is equal to 3x plus 2. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. First thing you need to do is figure out which number is your y-intercept, which is going to be this number here, the 2. The 2 is what number on the y line it crosses at. So you're going to go over here and you're going to click on the A, you're going to go to point, and you're going to put your first point right here at 2 and make a line. There is your first point of your first line. Then here comes the graphing of the slope. So what you're going to do is you're going to look over here. And 3 means that your slope is m is equal to, and we're going to use 3 over 1. Okay, so anytime you have a whole number, you're going to make it into a fraction. You're going to put it 3 over 1, which means you're going to rise 1 and go to the right 1. You're going to rise 3 and go to your right 1. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over to your next point, and over here, if you click on the arrow, it'll let you move around your screen. So we're going to move our screen down so that we can count. And we're going to go back to point, and we're going to count up here 3. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, and to the right 1. And there's your next point. Now, also, what you're going to need to know is that when you're graphing slope, you can also go the other direction. So remember, our line is going to look something that goes like this. So this time when you're counting slope, we're going to move it up this way. You can also go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and to the left 1 and put a point here. So far, it looks like if you connected your dots, you have a line. If you made points and it looks like when you connect the dots, they're not going to touch in a line, then you probably graphed one of those points wrong. So our next step is we're going to go over to this, and you're going to hit line. And what it's going to ask you to do is put your cursor on one of them and then on another one. And there you go. You just graphed the line y equals 3x plus 2. Okay, on the worksheet today, each one of the equations I would like you to graph is going to be in a different color. So what I would like you to do is go back and click on the arrow. You're just on the arrow here. If you click on this line, it's going to, if you click over here, it's going to give you these options. So the first one was red. So there you go. You can go ahead and make that one red. Then you're going to look at the next equation on your piece of paper. And here's the graph that I'm telling you, the piece of paper. If you look here, your next one is y equals x plus 2. But guys, I'm going to start you off with, I'm going to do number 3 for you too. We're going to do y equals negative 5x minus 5 because this has a negative slope and a negative y-intercept. So this is going to be a little different here. So let's take the eraser. Let's erase all of this here because we don't want this. And this time, we are going to write, and let's write in blue, and we're going to do the equation y equals negative 5x minus 5. Okay, so just like I was saying before, you have to remember that this, we're going to go to a point here, this minus 5, the minus is no longer a subtraction sign. That is part of the, it's not the sign, it's part of the 5. So the first point you're going to put here, let's just go so we can scoot down on the graph here, is, and then if you go over here, you can zoom in if you've scooted out a little bit for yourself. I think maybe we want to go up. There we go. There's the 5s. Okay, so that's the zooming in and out right here for you guys too. So this time we're going to start our first dot at -5. Okay, so this right here means that the y-intercept is at -5. So right here, this is your y line. You're going to start at -5. Now we're going to look at our slope. So our slope is m is equal to -5. So this means all we have to do this time, I'm going to click off of here. You guys don't have that. That's for me. Is you're going to count down 5. So again, let's click here so we can get more of the graph that we need. And you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're still going to go to the right 1. And there's your next point. Now here's the little tricky part about graphing negative slopes. Let's go here. This time we're going to move up. So since this is -5, we can also go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 1 this way. Okay? And there's another point. And then do the same thing. We're going to go to line. We're going to click on this one to this one, make that line, and we said this one was going to be blue, so I believe you can click over here and make it blue. If that doesn't work, you can go to here and click on this and go ahead and make it blue. And there you go. There's 2 out of the, I think, what do we have over here? Let me look for you guys. I think you have 8 equations today. So go ahead and try to graph those 8 using GeoGebra. If you don't like it because it's all messy with the different colors, just go ahead and graph 1 on each. And once you graph it, you can screenshot it and put it all in a document like you've been doing for me before. That's okay too. I'm okay with that. If you want to try to put them all in the same graph, you can. Any way you would like to do it. I just thought it was fun to change the colors. I would prefer you change the colors so that I know that you did the different lines. But you can do it. So to start a whole new graph, you can just go to, I believe you can go and just erase all these or start a new one and start all over with your next one. Screenshot them and put them in there. So you have 8 equations to graph today. Good luck, and if you have any questions, you can Google Hangout me and I could try to help you through it. Try your best. Don't stress too hard over it. Try your best. And good luck. And if I see all of these, that you've done all of them, I'm going to put a TikTok in your classroom when you turn them in. My family and I had fun doing a TikTok, and I will add that for you today. So hopefully you have some fun graphing today.